Welcome back, everyone, to the members live stream. And why is my screen blank? I press. Hang on. The heck? It's all gone dark. The heck? Can you at least hear me? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what. The I tested all this before I started the stream, before I started the countdown, and it was all working. I have no idea. What is going on? I can think of a quote from Finding Nemo, that one scene where everything's going crazy in the dentist's office, and there it is. Wow. Has the world gone mad? Wow. Okay. Ooh. I have no explanation for what just occurred. It was working just fine, but you should be able to see the game now. Hopefully. Let's see who's here. Who was here early and on time? I was here early and on time, but my game didn't show up on time. So Ken Beard was here. Tasmified was here. Thank you to Tasmified for reaching out to me earlier in the Discord to say you've set this up for next month. So that was probably a sign of things to come. It was already wrong. Lobo 1G was here. JJ Man was here. Devin K was here, and it's his birthday, so happy birthday to Devin. Willie was here. And Bamf and Jeffo were here. And let's see, maybe special load. We're gonna go dump a load here in a little bit. So yes, Taz is correct. It's a modded load, and we're gonna do some modded loads today, and we're gonna look at some modded roads on the existing map. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's see. Getting through all the stuff here. We hear you. Way past mad. Yes. Okay. I have no idea what that was about. So let's get started. First off, we are at a construction site, and this is in Great Falls, Montana. We're going to take this load to Missoula. So these are porta potties. This is a modded cargo. You know what else is modded? This route that we're going to take. So this is the More American Cities series of map mods. You forgot to wait for the before, what? Wait for the what? I can't make out that icon. So low plugs, okay. Yeah. So I have map mods. I have More American Cities. I have Coast to Coast. Discover North America. That's what gives me most of all this over here. But over here in the existing areas, or some of the existing areas, I have More American Cities. So in several of, I think there's like 9. So Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana. These additional map mods add a lot more cities to the existing map. I see a lot of broken roads. I need to check that load order. Yes, I had this problem before. I'm using the same load order I was using 6 months ago, and they were fine. But then after the 1.5.8 update, I think, they broke. And it's probably that I'm missing a road connector mod that hasn't been updated yet. That's my theory. Could be a wrong order, but we'll see. I'm not ready to put too much time into fixing that at the moment because I've been busy. So anyway, but everything over here is fine. And this is where we're going to focus on, is the western states. So we are in or near Great Falls, and we're going to take this load of porta potties onto this modded road over here to Missoula. So let's get going. Now, this is my coast-to-coast profile, so I just had to buy this truck. It's only got 12 miles on it. I believe these locations here were added through this mod, More American Cities. Now, I believe it was Pugwash that turned me on to More American Cities. He showed me some places that were added as a result of this series of mods that just blew me away. So I added them. In fact, there's an area up here called Hart Butte. That is actually pretty cool. I don't know if we'll get a chance to go up there or not, but it's pretty cool. Most of these map mods that I'm using, actually I think all of them, are available on Trucky mods. Now I'm using the stock Volvo engine and transmission because I didn't have the Zeemods Open Def Volvo Open Def mod added to this profile when I built this truck. So that's what I'm using, a stock engine. Hey, Drive. Awesome. By the way, I did want to give Bamf a shout out. She got her first 5-star run in Euro Truck today. So congratulations to her. I didn't catch that at first. I just saw a 5-star run and said, okay, cool. Until I saw her follow-up comment about that. So I wanted to also talk about this load of porta potties. Ooh, I want to see inside the porta potties. So this is a mod. It's a series of cargo mods. It's Pepe's cargo, I think it is. There's 2 of them. And then I've got another mod in here, which is alcohol cargo. So these more American cities adds more discoverable roads, kind of like ProMods does for Euro Truck. Okay, that looks like it's an discoverable road. It's not on the map. Turn signals are probably quiet because of the overwhelming sound from either the engine or what sounds like a reefer unit running behind the cab of the truck, and of course there's no reefer unit. But I do have the Zeemods interior and effects sounds mod. So right now we're on a new road. I mean, new beyond the base game. Now I have been on this road before, at least up until the point where it turns right. But I think we're going. Yeah, we're going straight. know what? I forgot to do some flatbedder shout-outs. I like this mod because it really takes you out here into the hinterland of Montana. This isn't the first time that I've used this map mod in a live stream with you guys before. But it is the first time we've been to this particular road. Seem to be getting some stuttering. That might have something to do with this mod location. Here's Kyle. Welcome to Lincoln. So this is not a base game city. Well, can't hardly call it a city. Yeah, Drive, maybe that's why we have so many. Actually, we're just running these from one job site to another, I think. Oh, no, we're not. We're returning them probably from a job site that rented them to the place they were rented from, I guess. I don't know. Looks like a road. It does not. Gotta pull in for a scale. So can we turn in here? No. We gotta go to the next entrance. I guess I was supposed to go around, huh? Yeah, I went the wrong way. And I got a ticket for it. And another one. We check my audio settings too, maybe, because I haven't run this profile much in a while. Things turned up, except for the trailer noise. Interior sounds volume. Let's crank that up. Yep, that's louder now. Wiz is her. Yikes. Come on, Wiz, you know the answer to that question. In the description below. Tried that flyover and dropped the truck trick you use? I told you to be careful. %% damage. Then lost your truck in space somewhere. Yep, not surprised. You have to teleport above the ground, but only like a foot or less. Otherwise, you'll travel to the center of the earth or something, picking up loads of damage along the way. That's right, Drive. Link to the merch stores in the description below, where you can pick up cool things like this hat and this coffee mug. I need to work on more stuff for the store. It's on my to-do list. Yes, and a list of sim gear with affiliate links. Anybody else notice that stuttering in the graphics? It's got to be the map mod. So more American cities is I'm using a series of them, one for each Western state. There is a master one that you can get, but you have to be a member of the Mod Maker's Patreon. I think you have to be a paid subscriber. So between all the map mods and all the Zeemods, you know, sound mods and everything, I've got over 60 mods in this profile, which is just insane. Still not as many as Pilot Bros had. Yeah, from the guy that didn't want to use mods back in the day. You know who else made a comment about that recently? Yesterday, Bedrock. Bedrock showed up during our farm sim session just to hang out. We were talking about mods, and he reminded me that I was the guy that didn't want to have mods or didn't believe in them. Now I use all kinds of mods in my game, American Truck and Euro Truck. Plus I've got over 800 mods just for farm sim. I don't necessarily use them all at the same time, but still, the point is, I use a lot of mods now. All right, where are we going? Probably inside. Okay, here's where we lose our porta potties. Mobile toilets. Mobile toilets. I've never heard them referred to as mobile toilets. Oh, but I guess that's accurate. Okay. Let's have a look at the map real quick. Yeah, I think Treasure does run a lot of map mods. He and I collaborated on some of these. I turned him on to Pepe's Cargo Pack. And I think American Cities. Like I said earlier, I learned about more American Cities from Pugwash. Let's see, I'm going to run across, or I'm going to run up here to this truck stop, I think. Because I want to change this engine. I don't like it. Let's see. And yeah, the mods on the Farm Sim maps, you have a lot of mods on there that I never saw in Farm Sim. Yeah, that's a fraction of what I have, actually. I think we have like 140 mods on there. On that map. I would like to cut it down a little bit, though. I think we have some we're not using. Carlin is here. Welcome, Carlin. I probably should check my graphics setting. Let's do that real quick. I don't remember what I have it set at. I haven't been into this profile in quite a while. Refresh rate, yeah. Well, that actually matches my monitor. And then vertical sync. I don't remember what I did. Pilot, you remember what we did this to? Limited to 60. Static camera. No, JJ. Actually, coast to coast isn't even a factor with these map mods that I'm talking about. I have coast to coast, but that's not a factor for these more American cities. And they're all on Trucky mods. Yeah, this matches my monitor. Well, I don't want to set it that high. Drive. I was trying to limit this. This has been working for me. I can only imagine how crazy this will be. Disable VSync. Okay. Like that, Taz? Okay. Let's see how this looks. Well, my frame rate just went down. No, you can't see it. It's in the lower left corner. I was getting 50 to 60. Now I'm in the 40s, 30s. Ha 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 ha. Fly. Thank you. Yeah, now I'm down around 40 frames. Watching my frame rate down there. It's right around 40. Seems to me we lowered all this before. That was on a different profile. The graphics should be the same across all profiles. I think if you adjust it on one, it affects all. So I'm going to put it back. Vertical sync disabled. Oops, hit apply. Hey, frame rate's mid 40. Actually, right around 40. Need any service? No. Look at that. All right, pilot. Remind me which one of these transmissions I should be using now. I know we went through this before. (12+2). Pilot still here? I'll take a refill drive. (13 or 18 speed? Yeah, I don't have that. Only 12 speed available. The 1318 Zeemods mod doesn't work for this truck. Anyway, I'm going to go with, what did I choose? This works. Oh, did I rolled off the trigger? Hate it when I do that. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what kind of loads are available out here. What is this place in the middle of nowhere? Wow. So Missoula, a lot of these are base game cargoes. This is not. This is different. Garden conditioner. I have no idea what garden conditioner means. Um, beetroots. Going to Bozeman. Garden conditioner again. Going to Helena. The geomembranes are a new SES load with 159. Parsnips. I don't know why it says beetroots. It's beets. Plain and simple. Let's look at Freight Market to see what all there is that I could take with a different type of trailer. They're all pretty standard. Bedding. So that's something different. But you can't see it. Ah, hay. Well, we have hay in the base game. Where's that going? Arco, Idaho. Hmm. Why don't I take something unique? Maybe I have to move. Can I go to Hart Butte? Can I quick travel there? Nope. So let's just look at cargo market and see what kind of jobs there are that I could get. Because that was the whole point of today, is to do some unique cargo. Oh, mobile toilets. Oh, how would, oh, I got roof shingles. How would, so these would be palletized, but how would this be packed? Oh, this is going up to Alberta. That's different. Gypsum. We should be able to pick up loads of gypsum at Springfield, or any of the other underground facilities. I've never been up into Canada with these map mods before, except for pro mods. So that's a ways out from Butte. If I want to do that. Cammon, Idaho. That's interesting. Well, let's go to Butte. And for those asking about the more American cities, they cover Washington, Montana, Idaho, Oregon. Not sure if it's Colorado. Yes, Colorado, California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona. Oh, also Texas. You got a lot of little cities here, plus Oklahoma. Not sure about Kansas or Nebraska. Lurch. But E. Okay, well, anyway, I was going to grab a load out of Butte. UT. Or was that some kind of conditioner thingy? Ooh, cement. Not far enough. A few pallets. That load I was looking at. There it is. McCammon, Idaho. That's a city added by More American Cities. So we'll go grab that from BNSF. All right. JJ, let me give you a quick lesson on flying with the dev mode. Matthew Roth is here. You go into dev mode. First of all, change the scale on your map so you can see where you're going. Head for the end point and just fly. Don't go up, don't go down, or you'll get lost. Talking from experience here. Now you got to get down close to the ground. So come in for a landing, stay above the ground. And then you land just like that. Now I can only do that because I don't have a World of Trucks load. Speaking of which, you can't do any, no World of Trucks load will work with these locations for special cargoes. You can still book World of Trucks loads, but you won't go to any of these new cities. Or they won't take you there. You might be able to drive through them. But E. So, yeah, it's palletized. So whatever it is, like some kind of fertilizer or something. It says garden conditioner. Sounds like a fancy word for fertilizer. Um, how do you change the backup camera? That's a mod for this truck. In the description below. That's right, beauty. So we're going to drive down Interstate 15 until we get to south of Pocatello and head. So that's McCammon right there. So I've actually been this Route 30. That's a neat drive. Huh. Get going. Oh, you know what? I didn't do any shout outs at all. Isabella Hagloff, Bedrock, Bill Welburn, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, is in the audience today. Nicholas, Triple XN, Susan Arthur, Captain Minnesota, Omega Trucking, Trucker Kitty, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, Big Al 2424, Chasmified, Lobo 1G, Phantom 6767, Wim 55, Matt Van S, Carlin, David Long, aka Shorty, Wiz Nation, Gaming with Dark Fang. Let me get started here. Trucking Through Video, otherwise known as JJ. Nick, David H74, RD04 Dave, Douglas Williams, JC Drives, Matthew Roth, Pancake Man, Ken Beard, Tazzy 291, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming. Let's at least get rolling. Road Trip Nerd, Wet Willie Gaming, Bogdan BD, Ken Maselman, Hunter Toller, John Whitesall, aka Trucker John, Alexis Thompson, Muhammad Helmi, Jaffo 729, All Stoned, Megatron Decepticon, Banff 2020, Samar Koliao, Jack Fox Gaming, Knights Hinting Peter. Hello. Where'd you come from? Gnarled Bones, Devin K. I gotta pull up here to the scale. AG, I was gonna go around it, but I guess I'll pull up to it. Get on it. £72,653. Suhas Karanth, Zachary Contrabasso, Dan Lind, J-Man John, Nodnarb 518, Nate Dog Reviews, Chris Jones from Canada, and Quid Pro Quo. Now I don't have to worry about remembering to do anymore. Got them all. You know what? That road continues past the UPS places. Let me see where that is. I guess I just never been out there. Pilot's back. Hey, where were you when I needed you, pilot? Gun it. I went to a shop to set up to grab a Zeemods engine and transmission. I knew which engine I wanted, but I couldn't remember which transmission. This one sounds a lot better than the other one that was in there. What's a dual clutch one? Yeah, I didn't use it. I did a 3 or 2.47 ratio. I guess we'll find out how well that works. Speaking of works, I just realized something. Oh, nice job. I was wondering why my steering wheel felt so close. I forgot to set the field of view. Now I got to reset my mirrors. All right. I did all this earlier and now it's wrong. Why is it not moving? I'm pretty sure I did some other runs in a live stream before. I thought near San Francisco I did a delivery on the coast. What are we doing, guys? 35. This is one of those random events. Wow. I don't believe I ever went through a zone like the random event road construction zone like that before. Welcome to Dillon. Pilot, what I went with was the 2.47 ratio with the 12 plus 2. I guess so, Drive. He's only available or visible in this more American cities. Is that a train? It's a train. The sound of the train horn just happened to coincide with when I went to the outside view. Bypass, bypass, bypass. Close. Let's go through it anyway. Pick up that gray. Welcome to Idaho. Okay, now I gotta go in. And go. So at that place where we're delivering to, there's a truck stop right next door to that. If there's a repair trigger, I'll pop in there, pilot. We'll have another look at the transmission. You really threw me with that reference to the double clutch, because I don't know any transmission that's referenced as a double clutch. I've done double clutching. It's not necessary in modern trucks. But I did it, you know, back in when I was in the military. It helps synchronize things. Idaho Falls. What? That's a term I'm not familiar with, Drive. Military crash box? So, what's a crash box? That's the part that I'm not familiar with. Oh, unsynchronized gearbox. Okay. Never heard that reference before. Well, this is Pocatello, so it won't be much further south than this that we'll be exiting. That's funny. That's where the term originally comes from. If you can't find them, grind them, or you know, something along those lines. I mean, that's the term, but probably came from a scenario like that. Gotta go in again? Oh well, at least I get to color this up. We're getting progressively lighter as we burn fuel. It's only a few pounds each time, but still lighter. Oh, and somebody was asking about the infotainment center setup. How do you change that? What I forgot to mention is you have to map a key. If you go into keys and buttons, you look for the infotainment center. You map a button to it. There is no button map to it by default. Okay, there's no repair trigger here that I can see. Just got our 2-hour warning. Is this? Oh, that was the place. Dang it. Okay, good. There's another entrance. So getting that intermittent stuttering. That's interesting. know that I can back around this corner into that spot. I'm gonna have to go turn around and do a blindside back. I don't believe that rear axle on the trailer is a steerable one. Get out and look. Yeah, we're doing all right. Get out and look again. Still tracking good. Off a little. Ah! That'll do. I'll take it. Just for fun, let's see if we can find a short load out of here. That's not what I want. This Tremonton. What's this form word? It's a new one. Huh. Okay. But how much time do we have on the clock? 6 hours. Didn't I already start the truck? I like how they put tire tracks on the ground to kind of guide you around the obstacles. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here. I guess I don't have to go here. Could have gone over there. And we'll sleep. Check the load board again in the morning. Come on. A little slow. Wow, what's going on with this? There we go. That was weird. Got some delays happening. Could have had something to do with all these map mods I've got installed. It could. Like that. Cement to Shoshone. Where? Oh, that's not a short hop. Tremonton to Owensboro, Kentucky, 1,569 miles. Huh. As much as I would like to do that run, I'm not doing that at this time. What about the freight market? Wow. Wow. Well, let me see if I can quick travel down to Tremonton. Because we'll land at a repair trigger. Pilot, are you still here? Halfway. All right, so I'm running the Volvo Zeemods, Volvo 456 horsepower. And I grabbed this transmission. Can you see that? Should be good. Okay. Yeah, it worked fine before. Okay. Yeah, Zeemods. Okay. There's no 500 horsepower in for the Volvo. Yep. This is as big as it gets, 456. Ah, you have secrets. 456 is fine. As I said before, this is consistent with what I ran. I had a 455 in my T680. Secrets. Anyway, back to, I just want to do something short. Good, Brigham. I, it's all. Wow. Riverside. There we go. Oh, this goes back up to Idaho Falls. That's fine. It's 141 miles. But actually, I'd rather do a little bit further to get hardcore points. So we can take a load of cement over here to Shoshone. Picking up at Lennar. Now, I don't think you can turn right out of here in the base game, or am I mistaken? I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. No, you can. Hey, can we get on that racetrack? That's got to be a horse racing thing. Cargo market. Wait, where's my load of cement? Gone. Free market? No. Yep. I didn't think so. Can't do World of Trucks out of this location. Well, somebody took my load. We could take a load of floor tiles to Fredericksburg, Virginia. All right, I guess we'll go to Idaho Falls. I didn't want to go to Idaho Falls. I don't want to do that either. Do that? No. All right, we'll do this. Wait, what's this form work? It's too far. Oh, I didn't notice that. I'm glad somebody's paying attention. Okay, then I'm glad somebody had the foresight to go back and review the footage. Look at the map. We're just going to go right back up to freeway. When I get done making this delivery, I'll go into my mod manager so I can show you these mods, where they're at. I actually thought about driving to that rest area to color it up. And when I saw everybody going in, I opted not to. By the way, Drive, there's another part of that project that I talked to you about, was looking for your input on, that I hadn't heard back from. I know you've been busy and probably forgot. Having to do with the credit scroll. Hey, we got a bypass. I'd like you to continue to think about that. I would love a trailer camera. I thought about that many times when I was driving in real life. How cool. And, well, I didn't think it wasn't an original idea on my part. Somebody else had mentioned it, and I thought that would be a great idea to have a camera mounted on the back of the trailer. The problem with, I mean, I'm sure they exist, but the problem with my setup was that I was constantly changing trailers as I did drop and hook loads. So that would not have worked out. I love the idea. But are you really racing me, Vista? Really? I don't have that far to my... Oh, now you're going to slow down. Shoot. But if I had my own setup, I mean, with my own trailer that I always used, I would have loved to have had a camera mounted on the back. That would have been so helpful in so many ways. Okay, unfortunately, Taz, that would not have worked for me. I would have to keep buying replacement cameras because I would forget. I had a high quality, high security padlock that I left on a trailer once. I have no idea where I dropped that trailer. So I never got that lock back. I mean, this happened at shippers and receivers all the time, or receivers anyway. Where where drivers would leave their padlocks on the trailer. And they just have to cut it off with a bolt cutter. So that is what happened to mine. I have no doubt. It was a loaded trailer and I dropped it in the yard. Completely forgot it. So I'm 100% sure I would have done the same thing with a wireless magnetic camera. Now there could be things that I could have done to forestall that, mitigate that risk. Things like like they use in flying. You know, those flags removed before flight. I could have got something like that as a visual reminder and put it up somewhere in the cab. It basically says, would serve as a reminder, do not leave without getting your camera. Wish I'd have thought about that with respect to my padlock, because that was an expensive padlock. Oh, I was supposed to back in, I guess. Here I am yammering away about something. I completely missed that I have to back into this. Well, thanks, Carlin. So I could see getting one of these streamer flags like they use for pilots use in general aviation, well, all aviation. And I could put it on the like the pigtail on the trailer, so that when I go to disconnect, it would be a visual reminder, hey, get your camera or padlock, like if I'd have thought to use it for that. I used to. Well, they were all attached to my airplane. But they, those you could buy at the various aviation related websites or shops, the kind of short ones that fit on your keychain. when I talk about pigtail, I'm talking about... Whoa, what was that bump? Oh. Wow. Kind of an aggressive bump. I'm talking about back here. When you hook those, the green one is the pigtail because it's the electrical. And you could connect that so it would stay with the truck. So you would put that thing on there when you hook up as a reminder, hey, go get your padlock or your camera. You walk back here and get that. And then maybe that streamer would actually go back onto the camera or the padlock or whatever, or they go together. That would have been a great idea. I wish I'd have thought of it. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, or at least this live stream. Where are we, by the way? Idaho Falls. So I'll be back here in about 4 hours. Haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I half thought about doing Euro Truck, but maybe what I should do is go get one of them loads that runs all the way across the country. Does that actually look fun? So I could drive from, say, somewhere over here all the way across, and now we can go across Illinois. And if I did happen to go to Virginia or something, that would be cool. Oh, I haven't even worked on that yet, Pilot. Thanks for the reminder, though. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea who they are. I haven't looked. Because I keep forgetting. Been a little busy. This is Johnson Village and Ponca Springs. I don't even recognize those. Even though I've been through there, that area. I'm sure. Yeah, I've been on 285. Go to New York. Probably be upstate New York. Ooh, Lake Placid. All right, I'll play around with that idea. I would like to do a cross-country run. But anyway, that's going to do it for now. So again, we'll be back in about 4 hours, and we'll do something. Well, I think we'll stay in American Truck Sim because I didn't get to drive all week until yesterday, so I'm kind of jonesing for some driving. Anyway, again, that's going to do it. We will see you guys, some of you guys back here later on.